Hey there everyone, it's Val, and welcome back to Galactic Science, the labors of Valentine, GreatOrator and Goreae. In fact, behind me in our very first rocket, built by GreatOrator with Goreae and I assisting, but he was the master engineer, Goreae is in the rocket. He is about to head off into the wide blue yonder. Are you going to wave to us, Goreae? And yes, Goreae made most of the raw materials. I gathered some of the other raw materials. And there he goes. He is off. The whole thing is shaking. Is it going to explode, or will the damping mechanisms prevent it from wobbling out of orbit and going kablooey? We will soon find out. Whoa, especially if I can see what's going on. There he goes. He's off. Goodbye! Safe travels! Did you remember the chest? You might not have remembered the chest. You better check. He's gone. Alright, let's check. Yes, he remembered the dimensional chest. Awesome. What the heck was that? Is there another rocket going? You didn't remember the dimensional. I was looking for it where it was before. Okay. Apparently we will put it there on our third journey, because GreatOrator, actually being the master engineer, had the honor of the first trip to Mars, where he encountered many and sundry bad things, and he brought back a sample from his journey, which is being overseen by our statue of the best Doctor Who of all, of course, Tom Baker. Hello, sir. So this is Mars surface rock, proof that we have been there. Now, to get back, we are using an item called a vortex manipulator, which is no longer in the pack. We made it, or actually I should say Goreae made it, before it was removed. And just to speed the stream along, we are actually using it to get back. But we are still using the rocket to get there legitly the first way around. And look, why wasn't it working before? Because we got actually Goreae got a magnum torch as in one of the reward bags, and when GreatOrator first placed it down, he thought it wasn't working. But now it appears to be working, which is excellent. So that means, oh, it was just monsters that were still there from when the first trip. I see. So next stream, I am going to make that trip myself to Mars. And it looks like the RR pickaxe is still here. So I don't know how long Goreae's going to be there, but he might be doing a bit of mining or something. Perhaps he's already back. Yes, using the vortex manipulator. And he's replacing our rocket. I wonder if we leave a landing pad there, because we do have the extra landing pad from the quest. I wonder if that means you would land on it, or if the landing pad always goes with it. Curious. I wonder. But, oh, where'd you just go? Oh, he might have been using the vortex manipulator. Anyway, perhaps he's going to test that. We are now an interplanetary species, once again. And the chest is there now. Excellent. So one of the things that I made was the dimensional chest, which is actually a quest. So now we have dimensional chests in all the important locations. One on Mars. We have one in each of our bases. So anything put in there is shared if it's on the same channel and it's public, which it is. And one is the default. And we have one in the storeroom. Over here. Right there. So basically, it's a technological ender chest. Let's see. What else did we work on today? You probably heard the cows mooing, but I'll get to those in a moment. GreatOrator has increased the amount of Stirling generators that we have. And because he did that, we now have air bubbles over all the important areas. Each one of our personal bases, which really only the upstairs is kind of personal. The rest of it's pretty much public. Actually, most of it's public. Never mind. This is my private bed right here. Yes, Goreae made all of us a set of titanium armor, which is apparently too powerful, he feels. Well, GreatOrator was pounded to a pulp quite handily by them, so maybe you just need to get swarmed a couple times and you'll think that it's okay. Guess we'll find out. Looking forward to going, but saving that for next stream most likely. Right, what was I doing? I was showing things. I'm a little sleep deprived at the moment due to insomnia, so I'm sorry if I sound even more squirrely than I normally do. Alright, so what did we do? Okay, chemicals inside. Anyway, let me out of here. Cows. I used to have the ender lilies just over here with a door there. I took the door away. And I wanted to make sure the cows were within the bubble that is now around my area. And so we have a total of 4 air bubbles, just to be clear. And I wanted to make sure it was brightly lit because I didn't want anything unfortunate to happen to our cows. And it looks like some of them have grown. Excellent. And we've actually harvested a few, so I actually sent GreatOrator off, or I was supposed to be sending him off with the very first steaks. But he forgot them, so they're still in the chest. So maybe when I go, I'll remember and I'll celebrate with the very first steak and potato dinner on another planet. Unless Goreae, of course, has just done that. And apparently, Mars feels empty, but not as dead as the moon. Well, that's good. That kind of implies there's probably hostile critters there. So I discovered some new decoration blocks, the Futura blocks. They're actually pretty cool. So I've used a few of them. This doesn't do anything, but it looks like a monitor, and that's cool. Over here, I created a new room with some more Futura blocks, which I thought pretty nifty. This is going to be our production room, so this is where we're going to put all our machinery. So it's going to be moved from the various places that some of it is scattered. Some of it might stay in people's bases, like I suspect Goreae will keep a chemical lab in his place because, well, he is the official mad scientist, I think, of the moon. Whereas I seem to be the architect and farm manager. Is how it seems to be working out. I also built the auto chisel. I haven't done anything with it yet because I have to research it, but I saw it and I had to make it. Even though I make the place pretty. Well, that's what I said. I'm the architect. Architects make beautiful things. Alright, is there... Oh, yes. Let me through. GreatOrator did some stuff. GreatOrator did some automation over in his base here. You can ignore this. This was just to get extra stuff going. It's not hooked up properly yet. So we've got 3 crafters. The first one is taking... Oh no, sorry, this is the first one. Yes, the first one is taking the broken ores and turning them into the appropriate gravels. And then that is being sent to the auto hammer. And the resulting crushed ores are being turned into sand and sent back to the auto crusher. Or auto hammer. And the third one is collecting up the powdered and turning that into the dusts, which it is then putting into this chest right here. All the ores are currently being pulled out of this chest, which is getting really full of that, so I think I'll just do this. And comes into here automatically, where it gets pulled out and put into the crafter. And that's all handled with the transfer pipes and the filters. So in this mod pack, I haven't showed how to use these filters, and I'm a little too tired to go through and describe how to use them now, but at some point I'm sure I will set up some kind of sorting system, like for example the storage area, which I probably will be in control of, because I must have my barrel dances. And I like everything labeled and sorted, and I'll probably will be making these item filters at some point, and I can explain them again. I have explained them in different mod pack streams and tours, but well, I do like to try to explain them on occasion for someone who hasn't watched those other ones. Not official tours, you understand, but interesting tidbits. Things you should know. Alright, I'm gonna put the wall over here for now. Let's put this away. I need to empty my inventory. Right. Now, Goreae, I believe, did some work in his base as well. He now has a basic capacitor bank, it looks like, which is new. And he's got his generator, the star harvester down there with no star in it. Ah, that's right. He did some basic automation of his chemical decomposer and chemical synthesizer. So it looks like he has stuff in here that he's sending through to get pulled apart into its various bits. Or is that his storage chest? What is... Oh, he sets it to tell it what to pull out. I see. The capacitor is a bridge. I'm not... Where's the capacitor? I see transfer nodes. I see a lever. Is it back here? The wood chest has stuff to decompose. Right. Let's look up the capacitor. Oh, I'm not going to find it in there, let me tell you. Let's try here. NEI is probably a better place than chat. Power capacitor? Sorry, Goreae. I know you're explaining where things were, and you were talking about the capacitor bank downstairs. Ah, it's a bridge between the Ender IO wires and the Galactic wires. Ah, okay. I understand now. Okay, so the common stuff gets sorted into the chest. Oh, I see, back here. Ah, yes. Okay, so that's where what's going into that chest. And the more common stuff, like oxygen and hydrogen and carbon and magnesium? Oh, I didn't know it was that common. Apparently are all being routed into the barrels. I approve. I approve of the sorting. Magnesium is a byproduct of the obsidian. Ah, okay. And the wood chest has the stuff that's being pulled apart. Yes, it is vanishing out of theirs. Unless he's pulling it out, it is going through. Yep. Alright. And that's what the lever is for. What's the lever do? I thought it was to turn it on and off. Apparently I was wrong. Oh, it turns off the transfer node. Oh, that makes sense, because it's right beside the transfer node. I thought maybe there was wiring behind it, but nope, okay. That makes sense. So let's look at this capacitor bank. Right, so here we have the Ender IO conduits coming in. And underneath here, is the Galactic aluminum wire. Awesome. Well, thank you for explaining why that was down here. I appreciate that. Because I was just like, oh, he's built a capacitor bank. Yeah, because they don't connect to each other. Well, if it does the trick, it does the trick. I seem to recall doing stuff like that before myself. Besides, I like having batteries around to collect power just in case your main power goes out for some reason. Those backup batteries are always a nice thing to have, and I have used them on occasion. I'm just going to get a little bit of air here. Oh, that would be an empty one. Yeah, a buffer. I like them to be a buffer. Cool. Well, thank you for explaining the setup you've got going here. Cool. So what's this over here? This would be the... Ah, this is where we are getting iron, titanium? Silicon and lead? No. Tin. Sorry, tin. Iron, tin, lead, and silicon, I think. Gotcha. That's what that one's doing. Silicon. Yeah, the SI on the bottom. Whoops. Right there. That's silicon. Yes. Okay, I was right the second time around. Cool. I didn't realize you'd set that up too. But that makes sense. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Goreae. There's other byproducts, but you're avoiding them. Yeah. Collect what we need. Okay, well, I think that's gonna... Oh, wait. Almost missed it. We are now also growing cocoa. You can take your regular wood into your chemical decomposer, break it down to cellulose, and then make the other wood with it. And since we had gotten a cocoa bean at some point, it came in very valuable. Goreae's been growing this to decompose to get copper, is it? Nitrogen. Nitrogen. Why? There's the color I thought made me think of copper, but no, nitrogen. So, and the lilacs are copper. Okay. Excellent. And believe it or not, those things are what went into making the rocket. We made the rocket with cocoa beans and flowers. Lilacs, to be precise. Woohoo! Why not? Alright. So, thank you guys very much for watching this end of the day tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Stables and chewing gum. I'm too tired to get the reference. Sorry. It's probably blindingly obvious, but, well, you know, the tiredness. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this end of the day tour. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it was quite scattered. Hey, you're blocking the view of the doctor. Oh, and now you're standing on his head. That's good. Alright, you guys take care. I will see you later. See you in the stream sometime. You all have a good day, evening, or afternoon, whatever it is that you're having. I'll see you later. Bye.